So today is date 21st June 2026. Today's scholar is Praveen Inukoti, and he's guiding us on the medical astrology using the Jaimini system. Yeah. Over to you, Praveen. All the best. Do
Thank you.
relax.
So, I hope everybody is doing good. I think everybody is doing great. It's a Sunday evening and everybody had a good lunch. Maybe have slept for some time. Let's continue and I will wake you up anyway. So, so we'll go with the recap now. What we have done earlier, it's the three doshas about Vata, Pitta, Kapha, and how we have connected the universe to planets and the planets to the human being via horoscope. And what are the ojas, tejas, and prana? They are very important vitality of the living for us, and how it can deplete, and what are the problems if what it depletes, and how the food digestion of the food takes time to get into conversion to our seven dhatus that was explained. Then next is we have gone to the Kala Purusha Kundali explaining the 12 rashis about connecting to our body and also the 12 bhavas. Later, we have gone to the main Gemini concept of Atmakaraka, the highest planet degrees, and Amacchakaraka, the second highest. The third is Bhratakaraka, and fourth is the Matrakaraka, and the fifth highest degree is the Putrakaraka, and the main problem or main what we are taking about medical astrology is the Gnatikaraka, is the sixth highest degree, and Dharakaraka. We explained also about, we also learned about what are the consequences or which planets which coexist, which with rasis, what problems we might occur depends on the intensity, means how many malefics or how many associations with Gnatikaraka and Rahu Ketu axis. These are the things which we will develop the disease, and that was explained last time. Then we are going mainly into the main Gemini of Lagnas. So why we need extra Lagnas? The main Lagna is we have anyway the Udaya Lagna. So we have the Udaya Lagna. We have anyway the Lagna. Why we need an extra Lagna to get into the main, like Karakamsha Lagna, Aruda Lagna, Gati Lagna, Upavada Lagna, and Hora Lagna. We'll talk about five. I will also go into some more deep about the calculations, how to do it. The mainly the Uday, when we have a one Lagna, why we need extra Lagnas? So mainly all the confusion comes in with Arudas. Aruda Lagna is a not concept of Jaimini. It is the concept of Bruhat Parasara. It is given as Arudas, and the Jaimini uses this Arudas. So Jaimini concept, Arudas is completely from Parasara, and we are using it in Jaimini. And the main Jaimini Lagna is Karakamsha Lagna, which will explain you about your soul. And Upapada Lagna, which will explain about your heredity. I will go somewhat detail into that. So now when we check up with the Uday Lagna, what we get? It's our backbone. Exactly what is essential needed for the Lagna is the person is itself is the Lagna, and it's what it stays is for the wealth, power, and spirituality. And also we can use it for diagnostics of diagnostics of the medical diagnosis can be done from them. So we'll go somewhat deeper. What is Aruda? Aruda is a reflection of a person. So what it reflects? So it is not changing anything. It is a reflection what it shows in a mirror for you. So if you check about your Arudas, it shows what is you from the outside. When you go to the Karakamsha, you will know what you really are. And the mainly with the sun, with our timing of the birth, during the with the solar sun movement, we'll get the Gati Lagna and Hora Lagna. That's all depend on the time of birth. But mainly the Arudas are your X-ray of your D1 transit at the time of birth will be converting into Arudas depending on the placement from the Lagna. So Karakamsha Lagna is the Atma Karaka where it is placed in Navamsha. So we'll go deep into that why which Lagna is important. So this is the mainly I'm talking about mainly the reflections. Aruda Lagna, Upada Lagna is the 812 or Upapada. It is the 12th lord, the placement of the 12th rod from your Lagna, and then count the places from the planet to that many places, then automatically you will get the Upapada Lagna. And this is very important for the to know about the lineage. And the only Charakaraka what we use here is Karakamsha Lagna. For the calculation of Karakamsha Lagna is the Atma Karaka. That is the one what we use. And so what exactly is Arudas? Arudas is mainly your public success. Maybe if it is malefics viewed, then we will have scandals out of it. And what it shows your career, fame, and everything, and what the mask you have wear upon it. That will be known from Arudas. That is called the Maya Rupa. And then 11th from Aruda, it is the material gains what we get. Our 11, what we are talking about. Our 12th from Aruda is the losses, our Upada Lagna, which is the one. And then third and fourth from the Aruda, it is your courage, how you show to the world that how you can fight. Maybe for the disease, we are not talking mainly about the disease. The fighting capacity of the disease is known from the third. And if you go into the mainly into the sixth of Aruda A6, then it shows the mainly the disease, what type of disease you're going to be manifesting. And then eighth from Aruda A8 will show you if it is a chronic illness or it is a short-term illness. It's a long-term illness or short illness is known. And depending on the planets in the Taruda, then in that A6 and A8, then we will know which type of diseases you are prone to. Then something like if you take up a sun, then you are prone to heart diseases, maybe weakness in the bones or in the eyes. If you take up in the with if Saturn comes in between, then it is the chronic diseases like arthritis or long term like psoriasis might come up. Then if you are what we are trying to do is depending on this, we can use the naturopathy which can reduce the intensity of the diseases. That's I would like to show here. Then we will going to the find how we do the Arudas calculations. So there is only one exception, two exceptions are there. One is if your Aruda Lagna is the Lagna itself or the seventh, then we will take it as 10th as Aruda Lagna. I will explain in detail. Then if it is, we have an exception, if it is in the fourth or 10th, then we will consider as fourth house as Aruda Lagna. These exceptions are done original work from K.N. Rao Garu, and this is maintained from this traditional way. And the Mark Boni, who is also uh, the child, the Sishya of K.N. Rao Garu, also he is not taking this into consideration. So we have also controversy here, but I will take into consideration the exceptions and I move forward. So I'm fixing earlier how that what I'm working on. Then so if you have Lagna here and you have Venus here, example of we are taking one. So it is Lagna. Lagna is Tula and the Aruda Lagna should be what? So it is here. So it is the same. What we have to take is The considering is taking the same as Lagna by Mark Boni will take it as Lagna. But as a traditional one, what we do is we will count the 7 and we will take this as Arud Lagna, 10th one. So this is the one where we have to consider this, and this is the way how we have to do it. If it is 1, we will take it this one. If it is 7, if it is Venus, I'll go with another exception, and we will go with the real ones. Come on, please. Erase all. So Lagna, and we have here Venus. So we have 7 places. Then we will take this as Aruda Lagna. So this is the one exceptions we have taken one. So then we will go with no more exceptions. We will calculate directly. If it is Venus is here, 4th, then it is also one exception that it will be in the 4th. If it is here also, it will be in the 4th. So there are 4 exceptions which I explained, that if it is in the Lagna or 7th place, it will be the 10th place. If it is in the 4th place or 10th place, it is the 4th place. Then, come on, please. So if it is here, we have Venus here. So how many places it is? 1, 2, 3. So it will count from here. 1, 2, 3. The Aruda Lagna will come here. So this is the way how we calculate the Arudas. We have to calculate for the Lagna and every Arudas. So for the second place, it is Scorpio. Then we have to calculate the Mars where it is staying. So it is we have to calculate exactly with that. So we will get the 12 Arudas, and 12th Aruda is called Upada Lagna. That is all. We'll go to the next one. So what is the Upada Lagna is, we'll know about the mainly Upada Lagna is used for the marriage, nature and longevity, and also from the family lineage. And what we will do it in medical astrology is mainly finding the hereditary diseases. So Upada Lagna will use for finding out the medical diseases. So hereditary diseases like cancer, maybe breast cancer, some of the mother has it, then child might also get it. Something like diabetes, it's very common now, but is it from the parents? If they are getting some of the autoimmune diseases, or some of the things which are coming from the parent lineage, then we can calculate from here. So how we will calculate? Just a minute, please. So how do you calculate is second from Upada Lagna will exactly tell you which heritage you are coming from. Is it coming from your mother heritage or from your father? So what the planets it stays, it depends on that. And these are the planets where it says these are the planets will show you from it is coming from the mother or it is coming from the father. So the next. This is the one I explained. Here, the blood transfer, how it is reveals about the coming spouse, the lineages, and also the families, where it's coming from. Then, come on, sir. So we'll take an example. I'm, I'm really recently has got from one of the forums or from the WhatsApp groups one date of birth where they're facing a lot of issues with that. So let's diagnose this in a better way. So what we have is here is the Aruda is in the Tula, then the Lagna is here, and then what we have is 12th house is Saturn, and here is the Saturn is the Atmakaraka. Okay. So what they are having here is with this Rasi Drishtis, you can see the concentration is in the dual Rasis mainly. Concentration is here, Rahu Ketu axis and the billing. So what this person is having is a really an issue with um autoimmune diseases. Why it is autoimmune disease, I will come to you with Karakamsha Lagna, but now we can see it here, Dipavada Lagna and the second. So it is the Rahu Ketu axis, and the person has got it from their parents. So it is the place is the Guru place, and where it is Jupiter, maybe it is not coming from the Guru itself, but think about the Jupiter is in which star or where the Jupiter is coming, then we can say it is coming from the Mercury. So Mercury and Jupiter are together, and it's in the Tula. So what we think is it's coming from the mother. But let's diagnose deeper in the chart analysis. But I'm not going deep. I will take the same chart in the chart analysis in 2 weeks from now, and we will explain here each and everything why it came up and how it came up. But I'm just saying you to how the Upada Lagna is the one which we can see that it is coming from the lineage. Then next is all. Go to the next one. Then we'll go with the Karakamsha Lagna. Karakamsha Lagna is the one where it shows about you, inner self. You are what you are showing to the world is Aruda Lagna, and what the person is really is from the soul. It will say about the Karakamsha Lagna. Karakamsha Lagna calculation is the Atmakaraka, the Rasi of Atmakaraka in D9 is considered as a Karakamsha Lagna in D1. We will explain it, and the main thing is Karakamsha Lagna. We can know much about the spiritual path. We can much about the what his material career is and materials what he's looking for material success or spiritual success. So what is the main thing and what his ingenious things. So we'll calculate doing the same thing, Atmagaraka in D9, and we don't go with the exceptions right away because those are the exceptions I will explain in detail. So, what happens if Karakamsha Lagna falls in different Rashis? So, Rashis have different uh, different diseases, and planets has different diseases. So, Karakamsha Lagna is we have to take care of the planet the falling and on the Karakamsha Lagna, which planet is existing in the Karakamsha Lagna or aspecting the Karakamsha Lagna, and then we have to go in depth. What is the Rashi it is going in? So if it is Mesha or Simha, it is mainly the spinal brain issues because sun belongs to the spinal cards. It belongs to the heart, and the main Aries belongs to the head. So he might have these issues. So is it really or not? We will check in detail. But I'm just giving you an overview of which Rashis, Miduna, Kanya. Then it is mainly done from the Mercury. So it is the Mercury, it's a nervous system run by Mercury. So it is nervous system. It is might have an issue in the nervous systems. So we can diagnose in this way. And then if it is Tula or Makara, then it is the kidneys because Venus is ruling the kidneys, and the deep bones and the long term diseases are run from Saturn. So it is Makara. So then it is why I have taken the Meena is really this is the one immune dysfunction. This is the MENA where it is having the immune dysfunction. I will take up the same chart again in the next and will explain why. So we know about, if you want to know more about Karakamsha Lagna, we can also know about Ishta Devata. The 12th from Karakamsha Lagna will give you of how, which you are fond of God. So normally, everybody is fond of one God. The lineage is doing something and the personally will do something. So which your near or wholeheartedness in doing the worship will be your 12th from Karakansha, and that will show you which puja you are doing and which puja you like to do. Then if you take up this D20, I have given it. If somebody wants to go deeper in the D20 chart, if about the spiritual success, mantra success, and everything can be done from the Karakamsha Lagna in D20. Place it the Karakamsha Lagna, and you will know much about yourself in analyzing the D20 chart. So we'll go somewhat into the calculation, into the practical ones. So here Saturn is the Atmakaraka. Then Saturn plays here Meena. It is the Meena is about the immunity, autoimmune diseases. So immunity is low, dysfunction. Because of it, the person is having Upvad Lagna. It's also coming from the family. The person is really having an issues with autoimmune. So I will explain again. So Atmakaraka is Saturn. Saturn is placed in Meena. So the Karakamsha Lagna is the Meena Pisces. Then we will analyze the chart now. It's it's now the Rahu Ketu axis. It is now the complete dual rasis. Then we have another issue. Another thing is Uppada Lagna is here. It is second to the Uppada Lagna. Then it is also showing the family lineage. So this way it is showing this chart with few calculations, we can find it out as it's an autoimmune diseases. So the same. What about the D20? The Atmakara Karakamsha Lagna is here, and the distance of Atmakaraka is in 12. So from this, it's eighth house from the Karakansha. So the person is highly uh, in a spiritual way because of the diseases they went to the spirituality or by inborn spirituality. I don't know much, but they are spiritual. So this is the way how we can analyze the charts. Then we are coming to the Hora Lagna. I think it's more and more of Lagnas now. The Hora Lagna is the mainly it is for the wealth. H2. Everybody knows D2. How the D2 is done is we will divide each Rashi into two parts, 15 degrees each. And first belongs to the even numbers and odd numbers. Odd numbers belongs to the first belongs to Sun, the next belongs to Moon. And then in the even numbers, the first belongs to the first part belong first 15 degrees belongs to the Moon, and then second 15 degrees belongs to the Sun. So this way, how the planets has been placed, then we will know much about the D2 finances and so on. So I'm not going in depth into that one. I want to just give you with this Lagna also. We can with this Lagna also. So if you go to the, I'm going again back here showing the, uh, uh, sorry. Uh, so if you have here Hora Lagna, you have here the Gati Lagna. We will take a rather that's already calculated, and I'm not going much into the calculation part. It is because of the sun degrees with your time of birth. So if every 24 minutes the Gati Lagna will change, and the Hora Lagna will change every 45 minutes, 45 to 47 minutes. So we are not going in detail about that because it's already in the apps. We can use that way. And let's go to the what it can bring. Then mainly the Hora Lagna is used for the calculation of wealth and the metabolic health. Yeah, I will come to that part. I already told you about the D2, how it is calculated. Then it is the Shodasamsa D16, where the accumulation of luxuries can also be calculated depending on the Hora Lagna. We can check it out. Then, if you go to the mainly to the vulnerabilities of metabolism. So Hora Lagna, why I have taken is it is the its relation to the Vata Pitta Kapha, and something like this is coming up with your food mainly, and how this lifestyle is also changing the world. That's why I have taken this Lagna, and I want to show to the world that also we can do difference if you have better lifestyle. So the main, if at all, Jupiter Venus influences, then fatty acids and Venus and Jupiter combination will give you diabetes. Then the Saturn will give you the anemic conditions, and then sixth from is diseases of excess from sixth from Hora Lagna. So if you take up the Hora Lagna and take the sixth position from that, that will give you which planet it stays. That will be tell you about the malnutrition of your body from that planet or from that Rashi Lord. So that's also can be calculated. That's why I have taken, I will not, that I have taken the minute issue also to explain you how we can go in depth with this. The next, the calculation part I already told you. We are not going in depth now with the calculations, but if you check it up, it's the Hora Lagna and it is the 12th. It is the Atmakaraka 2. Then sixth from here, it is showing the same spot. So the malnutrition is from the Jupiter and the issues is also from the Jupiter. So it is linking to the here. The Lord of the Pisces is also Jupiter. So we can also know from Hora Lagna the same chart with this, the problems what they might be, the user might be facing. So next is the Gati Lagna. This is very much important to know about the inner strength because it is rapid movement of the lagna. So every 24 minutes the lagna changes, and it's five times the every 24 hours we have 12 lagnas changing. But this lagna changes five times more faster. And we know microscopic way, if you go in depth into the Gati lagna, we can also go in much into the microscopic way of finding what what it does. So if you take up the Dasamsa, you know about the strongness of your strength of your success, or how you are determined. That can be known. And the inner power where it comes out is from the D5. So the Gati Lagna, the D5, the Gati Lagna decides the inner power, and the main, the executive authority of the D10 is also the 10th from the Gati Lagna will be showing you how you can move forward. These are why, but I'm also coming out why I have taken this topic is it is mainly the vitality and burnout. If if at all, sixth from Gati Lagna is the Bhava is much more stressed, then you will get like a mental illnesses or burnout issues, which are very, very common these days because of the corporate world, because mainly the IT and service industry are really, really facing these problems. That's why I have also taken this Lagna to explain which of the topics will be coming as our lifestyle changed. That is the main. It is the stress, trauma, and abuse of personal. Something like you're more stressed, you abuse others. Automatically, it will be you're getting back to you. So those are the things. And what happens if you have a strong Gati Lagna? The if it has benefics is there, so he will come out. You will not face that much problem as others do with the burnout. So those are the things which abundant. Then it is when it's stronger benefics, then you will have the rapid recovery. Then if it is malefic in Gann, then you will be under stress. If you're malefics means one or two, maybe Gnatikaraka, maybe Rahu Ketu axis, then you will be really burnout. And that will be will take long time to come back. Might come back, might not come back. So these are the ones I would like to show. And if you take up the Gati Lagna here, and the sixth from Gati Lagna is the same again. Here we have Rahu Ketu axis, and come on, it is all. So if you take up the Gati Lagna here and see sixth from Gati Lagna here, Kanya, and we have here Rahu Ketu and the same autoimmune diseases and much more reflected. This is the one which is showing you the way how the Gati Lagna also will tell you about the here. The lady, the Ojas, the main vitality of the thing is depleting, and that's the way she is facing from the last 20 years issues with autoimmune diseases. So this is the way how I would like to see this way. And when we come to the main thing, comparing all the lagnas, the Aruda Lagna, Upada Lagna, Tarakamshi Lagna, Hora Lagna, and Geti Lagna. Then you see the reflections. The main soul indicator is only one Charakarga is taken care here. And the philosophy is that's Maya, it is the Vyaya sacrifice, and the main, the Atma, your soul, and about the Hora Lagna is about your wealth and your power. So how we can move. So when we go to the next karmic domain, psychological issues, then what might come up with Aruda Lagna, Upada Lagna, Karakamsh Lagna? Then we see that you will have here the status and ego issues, then the performance of the duties in the Upada Lagna, the moksha and dharma main, you're spiritual or not, then it is the security and comfort, then ambition and dominance. Then I have contemplated in such a way that what it gives, what are the karmic blockages, here are the scandals or lose of face, you will have the fear of it. When it is problem with the malefics, then you will have issues in the marital bonding. Then the spiritual also will not go, it will be stagnating. Then it is the financial, you will have the problems. Then the next is the burnout. So the karmic blockages you got from the last janma, okay, previous births, then it is accumulated here, and these are the ones which will be showing you in a better microscopic way exactly what you have bought from the earlier ones. So coming to the medical ones, if you have the good Aruda Lagna and Upada Lagna and Karakamsha Lagna, then the diseases, your body will prone to diseases, but you will get it, but you will recover. But if it is not, then it is an issue with it. So the disease mainly the sixth from Aruda, second from Upada Lagna, sixth from Karakansha Lagna, sixth from Hora Lagna, and sixth from Gat Lagna. You will know what the problems you might face, maybe with metabolism, maybe with lifestyle, maybe with OJS depleting, or maybe with other things like it's from hereditary or it's from karmic spiritual. Is it from the previous births? Then you will know much more deeper into that. Then if you take up the next Varga chats, you will get much more information, and I'm not going detail into that because we're mainly concentrating mainly on medical, and I want to just synthesize in such a way that Aruda Lagna and Upada Lagna are the reflections from the mirror. You can see it yourself. And Hora Lagna and Gati Lagna are from your birth. with the sun. So that will also give you something. And then how you can do the constitution. Then constellation of the how you can diagnose a disease. First, check the Lagna vitality here. Step one. Then Karakamsha soul health. Then locate disease A6. Then A8 if it is hidden or not. Then we will discuss in the next week about this 22nd Rekana and 64 Navamsha, how the timing of the diseases. And I will not go in depth about Cheradasa. I will explain something, I will explain the rules about how we can calculate the Cheradasa, but I will not do the calculations right away for the whole. I will pre-calculate and bring and I will tell you about the calculations, how to do the Charadasha. Then 20 because I will take up more time on 22nd Rekana and the 64th Navamsha because 22nd Rekana will tell you about which body part is sensitive and 64 Navamsha, the timing will come when anything is passing the maybe from the transits. Your 22nd Rekana Lord is transiting, or any of the malefics of your sixth house or eighth house, 12th house malefics are transiting over it. Then you will have a disease manifestation. And this is manifestation is really important. That's why I'm taking more time on getting into this disease and how we can calculate this and how we can move forward with better view on disease manifestation. Then the special lagnas what we have explained right now. Then cross check with the with mainly with the Rasi aspects. Then we will go with the second, third week with both together with the Drekana and 64 Navamsha and Charadasha for the timing. That I will try to explain in the next weeks. And what I say is multidimensional charts should be used for a better view because this is the one where it will show us how we can do with D1. D1 is a promise. Varga charts are the confirmation. So if you have the promise, the confirmation should come from Varga charts. That's why I'm taking up more Varga charts. And without Varga charts, we cannot confirm anything with the D6. D6 diseases, I'm not going much into the D6 because if we take up the D6, then yeah, then I will take up in the case study in the chart analysis in the fourth session about how we will calculate the D3, the D6, and then how the timing of Charadasha, and we will find out where the timing happened and how the disease manifested is a short time or long time and how the diseases are manifesting. We can take up the more charts and we'll explain step by step using all the lagnas, using all the Varga charts, D3, D6, D12. We can also use the D12 for hereditary, or we can use from the Jaimini directly the Upada Lagna, second house from the Upada Lagna. So what I would like to conclude is this way we can find more things, and this is the third one. Would like to next week is planned for 22nd Rekana, 64 Navamsha, the mastering the Charadashas, and step by step calculation how to check the horoscope in the Gemini precision. That will be done in the fourth session. This is will be done in the fourth session. This is done in the next third sessions about how we can move forward. So, Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum, Andarki Namaskaram Andi. So, my session, I would like to conclude this way. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Praveen. That was a very nice presentation, and especially on the Gemini part of this thing. Excellent. So, any more questions from the audience for Praveen? I'm sure like next week you'll have more questions on 22nd Rekana and 64th Nawam. So that's obvious.
That's sir faced today. He started 22nd today and he faced with questions. So that's why I put it the completely in end. If I bring it now, it will not come to end. So that's why I would like to conclude with the chart analysis. So they without knowing the chart analysis, they cannot know what is. And Kala
But
Purusha Kundali is very
yeah,
important.
but don't reveal completely the timing because other researchers are also doing on the timing as well. So don't reveal on the
No,
timing.
no, it's from the Jaimini side I will reveal, but
Okay.
that's the
Jaimini
Parashara
also, it
way
is included.
included. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, I will take care.
yeah.
Thank you.
कनका प्रसाद जी बोलिए.
प्रवीण जी,
Sir,
I will wish you all the best. అండ్ ఈరోజు చెప్పిన దాంట్లో టోటల్గా మనకి ఏంటంటే అంటే కంప్లీట్ జెమినీ గురించి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయడం జరిగింది. ఐఎమ్ వీఆర్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ యాజ్ అవర్ గురు యాజ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్డ్. అంటే ఏదైతే డీటెయిల్డ్ లైన్స్ ఏవైతే తీసుకున్నారో ఆ లైన్స్ మీద మీరు వెళ్ళి ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయడం జరిగింది. కానీ ఇక్కడ చివరికి వచ్చారు మాకు సస్పెన్స్లో పెట్టారు. అదేంటంటే అంటే
thanks, sir.
22nd ట్రాక్ కన్నా ఈరోజు ఉదయమే డిస్కస్ చేసుకోవడం జరిగింది. అదే ట్రాక్ కన్నాని మళ్ళీ ఈ రోజు తీసుకొచ్చి 22nd ట్రాక్ కన్నా మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ వీక్లో మన డిసీజెస్ ఎలా ఉంటాయి అనే దాని మీద మీరు మాకు చూపించుతారని చెప్పి ఆశిస్తున్నాను.
Yes, sir.
చార్ట్లు అవి
అన్ని
కూడాను.
నీట్గా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తా.
అది అలాగే ఇందు ఆరుడ లగ్న అండ్ ఇందు లగ్న ఆరుడ లగ్న ఇందు
Sir,
లగ్న ఆరుడ లగ్న ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఇస్ వెరీ ఫైన్. చాలా బాగుందండి, నేను చూశాను, అది చాలా విన్నాను.
తారక.
ఆరుడ లగ్న ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ మాత్రం చాలా క్లియర్గా ఇచ్చారు. నిజంగా వీఆర్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ అనమాట. ఎంత క్లియర్గా ఉందండి అంటే అరటిపండు పోయి చేతిలో పెట్టినట్టుగా ఉంది ఆరుడ లగ్న ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ, సార్.
చాలా బాగుందండి, వెరీ హ్యాపీ. అండ్ వన్స్ అగైన్ ఆల్ ద బెస్ట్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ, సార్.
రచన. థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి. బై ద వే, రేపు మనకి కనకప్రసాద్ గారి సెషన్ కూడా ఉంటుంది 4 to 5:30. సో ముహూర్త, ప్లీజ్ కైండ్లీ అటెండ్ టు యాక్చువల్లీ దట్ ఈస్ అ ప్రాక్టికల్ వే ఆఫ్ నోయింగ్ హౌ టు కీప్ అ ముహూర్త ఆన్ గృహప్రవేశం. అంతే కదండి కనకప్రసాద్ గారు?
అంటే ఒక గృహప్రవేశ ముహూర్తాన్ని తీసుకుని దాని వల్ల ఉండేటటువంటి లోటుపాట్లు, ఒకవేళ బ్యాడ్ ముహూర్తం అయితే దాని తాలూకు ఎఫెక్ట్ ఎంత ఉంటుంది అనేటటువంటిది ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నారండి.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
చాలా
రచన.
బాగుంటుంది, సార్.
రచన, టెల్ మీ.
Yeah, congratulations, Praveen ji. Your presentation, as always, is very intriguing, and always we learn new things. So I would like to congratulate on that. Thank you so much.
So I guess there are no more questions. I actually expected questions from Prasad ji. Yeah, Kirti Malhotra, बोलिए.
सर, आपने बहुत अच्छा एक्सप्लेन किया. मेरा को एक सिर्फ डाउट है कि आरूढ़ लग्न से अगर आप बोल रहे हो कि 6th हाउस में देखेंगे तो वहां पे अगर बेनिफिक प्लैनेट है तो उसका रिजल्ट मतलब वो अच्छा ही देगा ना. मतलब मेरे को एक डाउट आया, पूछना इसलिए मैंने आपने.
Madam, planets, there is, okay, we have benefics, we have malefics.
Yes.
If it is sixth house from there, benefics are there, it will create, madam, it will give you the disease. So Jupiter is good. Example we'll take about Jupiter. Jupiter, everybody knows Jupiter is the best one, is the best planet everybody expecting. So movement of Jupiter, everybody consider as very, very sacred, and we'll have Pushkaras, we'll have everything. The same Jupiter is giving us fatty liver. The same liver,
Okay.
the Jupiter is giving the liver cirrhosis. Okay. So
Yeah.
the main thing we have to consider is, if at all you have benefics, you will get more. Jupiter has one problem. If at all it happens with the cancer, the Jupiter will expand the cancer.
Okay.
So
Okay.
its benefic is not always the benefic what we think. The sixth house from the Arudala or A6 is every time an issue of sensitive point that might come up anytime with any transit. Is it from Vimshottari? Is it from Charadasha? Or is it from transit? Anything might come up.
Okay, sir.
So
Okay. Thank
it
you.
will come.
Okay.
But the power you have to regain from it or rebounce from it, that is short time and you will come faster. That's the one what we have to see as a positive one.
Hope that is answered, Kirti.
It will be I got it clear.
Yes. Prasad garu, చెప్పండి.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం.
నమస్కారం.
ప్రవీణ్ గారు చాలా బాగా చెప్పారు. రెండు మూడు చిన్న అంటే ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు బికాస్ యూ హెవ్ డన్ ఇట్ ఇన్ అ స్ట్రక్చర్డ్ వే, ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు ఇంటర్ఫియర్. When you used Upapada Lagna and Upapada Dvitiya,
Yes.
instead of saying Upapada Lagna, you should have used Arudha of the 12th house, 8-12, because Upapada and Upapada Lagna gives only three things as per Jaimini. One, sibling,
Mhm.
two, spouse,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
third thing is education, or children.
Yes.
Now, if you take A12, you should have taken A6 also.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have taken Upada Lagna mainly in calculating the hereditary of the disease. So hereditary diseases coming from the family, I have taken this UL because if everybody knows UL more than A12. So everybody knows UL than more 12. That's the reason why
Terminology,
I
fair.
stressed more.
Terminology,
Mainly that's why
fine,
I took
fine.
terminology. Because of that, I have taken as UL.
No issue, no issue. But second from UL
Yes.
shows how the spouse is, not the
Yes, sir.
lineage, not the this thing.
Yes, sir.
So we
Yes.
cannot actually mix these two things. Please consider it. One,
No, no,
two.
sir. I will explain you about that also. So UL, the mainly the if you are doing any marriage making, then from the Jaimini way, you will check the UL, second of UL as your prosperity. How the prosperity is going on after the marriage. That you will check. Okay. But why
I respect.
I am checking is it's the same rule given also to find the hereditary diseases.
From
Okay.
Upapada Dvitiya, we can actually tell how the spouse is going to look, characteristics,
Yes.
etc., etc. Okay, you have taken it for prosperity. Okay, I will not go there. But then again, A6 is a very, very important thing. I may suggest to you, may not be for the presentations, but for your own thing, consider the A6 and the sixth house from A6. I mean, what I call it as A6 and 6A6. I write it like that,
Yes,
and
sir.
I
Yes,
see
sir.
the combination. So if you see that, you will get a wonderful insight about the health.
Sir, I already
And
given you, sir, that one. Already, let me present again.
no,
No
it's
problem,
okay.
sir.
It's okay.
It will take.
We'll check it out in the YouTube.
Yeah,
Um,
that's going interesting here. So I guess
one small
yeah,
thing. One small
please,
thing.
please go ahead.
You mentioned Meena Rasi is for autoimmune diseases. I mean,
Yes, sir.
can you?
Immunity dysfunction. Immunity dysfunction.
Okay, dysfunction. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very well.
Not for, sir, not autoimmune diseases, immune dysfunction. So it is coming to that. So I have done a lot of research with this because this is 2 or 3 days research only on this chart to get done, because to know more autoimmune disease, this is challenge for me. I
Yes.
couldn't do it with Parasara. Sorry to say, I couldn't do it with
Yeah.
Parasara. The
We
rules,
cannot.
the rules are so many that I am not able to find single rule to attack it. Now I got this rule. This way I found it the better way to explain and also crack it. Not only this, I have 3 autoimmune charts. It's the same. I got it.
One small question, very small question. It's actually a real life question. There is one young girl, 15 years old. She's put on weight in 1 year, has become 120 kilos.
Maybe it is passing, Jupiter is
Jupiter
passing
on
through
Lagna.
Lagna.
I'm just saying, I'll share the details to you. Don't have to tell me anything. Don't have to discuss. Please take
Sir,
it as a case study for
this is
yourself.
the Krishnakant sir
It's
said
a
to
direct
us,
thing, sir. Jupiter on Lagna.
Jupiter
No, ma'am.
transiting on
Jupiter,
Lagna.
No,
will give
it's
you
not.
put on weight.
Will you
It's
put
not.
that
I'll
translating on
share
the
the
second
detail.
point?
Yeah, please
I'll,
share.
Maybe, sir,
I'll
if
share
it is 2 to 3 kilos to 5 kilos, it's okay. It might be the effect of Jupiter. If it is much more than that, the consistency is much more than that, then we have to go in details, sir. Then
Sir,
we have to check. Please forward,
Please.
sir.
15,
I
15,
will find something. I will find something
Sure.
and I'll do it. Sir, what you said is right. A6, 6 from A6, A8, 6 from sorry, 8 from
Eight
A8.
from eight.
8 from
Both is I explained about the disease, what type of disease might be coming. Is it a chronic or short-term disease or a long-term disease? That can be known from the A8. Everything was
8.
explained, sir.
Perfect.
Maybe
No, you have done a great job. You've done a
no.
great job. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. I'll share the details. That
Yeah.
girl put on about 60 kilos in 1 year. One
Oh.
year, 60
Oh my
kilos.
God. Oh my
You
God.
just imagine what will be a 15-year-old weighing. 15-year-old is like a bird, a girl.
50 maximum, 50 maximum. I can see that nowadays because of the lifestyle issue, 60 kgs
Yes.
maybe. But
I'm sure
120
she has
kgs,
a lot
it's
No,
of
too much, sir.
issues
we
after
have
that.
to check the chat once. What
Yeah.
is the actually
Thank you
Yeah,
so
the
much.
we'll do it, sir. If
Wonderfully,
not,
wonderfully done.
if I fail, our guru is there. Krishnakant Garu will be forwarding to and we'll find it some solution. Thank you very
I'll
much, sir.
send it as a case study to you. Thank you so much.
Very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
ma'am.
much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Hope
I'm sorry
have a
taken a little long time.
no
No
issues.
problem,
No
sir. This
issues.
is the way how we know who is following, who is asking the questions means they are following really right, and they are clarifying the doubts so that we also think the way we are presenting is right or how we have to present. So if I get a positive feedback, I will not check much. If I get a negative feedback, I will check much because I have to change.
It's a learning
So
process.
thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.